crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Good morning and welcome back. Hello if this is your first time, and hello again if you've been here before. All my friends and neighbors, it is I, the OG GM. It is Friday. It is about 7:30. It's the 11th day of July, and the gloom is back where I live, which means the allergies are back, which means the head cold still won't go away. But that's okay because it's Friday, and we're going to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end. You lucky sausage, you still have a chance to support. Bam! And the very first thing I see is Grim Origins. Character options for D&D role players. 24 Grim backgrounds. 56 origin flaws. 12 Grim subclasses. Nothing says Grim. Nothing. You will find no image that more emphasizes Grim than a woman petting a cat. Because, wow, that is just so dark. That is so hardcore. That is so black and white Grim. A woman petting a cat. Yeah, not like Gotham with Batman or, Frank Miller or Mudcore or, the Black Company trudging through a swamp. Nope, a woman petting a cat. Really just grabs the Grim. Anyways, this is by Jerry Joe Seltzer. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition book. It's $11. It gets more stuff to make 5th edition 2025 Grimdark. Because that is exactly what Wizards of the Coast wants 2025 D&D to be. Grimdark. No, it's bright and sunny and full of rainbows and unicorns, but yeah. Moving on. Last Train to Bremen. It looks like it's a board game. It's from Possum Creek Games. It says it's an original system core rulebook. What to tell stories about doomed musicians and poor decision making. 13 years ago, these musicians made a deal with the devil and the bills come due. Opening in a boxcar, you're scheming to discover your way out of a deal. This game is a role-playing experience and a storytelling game. You want to face the devil with a song in your heart. So this is a card game or a board game. It's not a role-playing game. It's you play it once. Where's the role-playing? I mean, it's a role board game, like I don't think so. No, I mean, because you only play the characters once, so it's not even like a Hero Quest or any of those. I don't know. The Kingdom of Lothern, a medieval fantasy realm book by Spiral Aim Productions. This is a Kickstarter. Do you want a fantasy RPG that focuses on knights and the laws of the lands? The Kingdom of Lothern suggests a world of courts and kings and station, a place where rules and customs must be observed. In this world, entertainment is jousting and politics are weddings. If you want to study this options for more romantic notions of medieval life, this system-neutral source book should appeal to you. None of what you just said anything about the romantic notions of the medieval life, because the romantic notions of the medieval life actually come from France, not from England. But sure, yeah. It's medieval England role-playing game. Generic medieval. Knights, castles, serfs, politics, jousting, people with way too much free time and very little to do, so they engage in border wars and gobbling up property and knights and jousting and things like that. And this is about the time period when the church went, wow, there's way too many of these guys and they're better armed with us. We need to get rid of them. So I don't know, let's get a whole bunch of them together and send them off to the Holy Land to reclaim it from the heathens. And while they're gone, let's take over the land. yeah, so that's basically where the Crusades happened. So this was obviously something taking place right before the Crusades, if we're following actual history. But if we're following make-believe history, it's knights, and it's $18, and it's something medieval, which is cool. So sure, why not? Hidden Folk of the Feywild. This is from Brambleheart Games. It's for D&D 5e. It's $33. It offers a more historic view of the pixies and fairies and fae folk of European folklore. Set in an alternative 19th century Earth, you deal with a world where fae are present and mischievous. What a setting with 5e roots and fee trappings in. Wait, so you're saying is this a book of folklore about pixies and fairies and stuff? Or is it a game about 19th century Earth where pixies and fairies and stuff are present? Why is a 5e book set in 19th century Earth? Using the word the Feywild, because the Feywild is very specific to D&D and very specific to the Forgotten Realms and the 2024, 2025, 2014 world of D&D. So I kind of want more information here, Bramblehearts. Why 19th century Earth? $33 for a book about pixies and fairies and sprites that you can apply to, I don't know. I don't know. Quest Volume 1, Encounters and Maps. This is from Top Table Productions. It is a zine for $11. It's maps, 12 encounters and maps for whatever, 5e or whatever. Just maps and encounters. We've got medieval knights, cowboys, and a sheriff. Blink, blink, blink. I'm very confused. And that's it. That's it. So we've got Encounters and Maps for D&D 5e, Quest Volume 1. It's maps and encounters. And it's medieval knights and cowboys. And a very interesting, different art style. What do you call this art style? Anybody know what this is? I'm sure there's a name for it because I've seen it a few times now. I mean, I'm not complaining. These guys can draw better than me. But I don't know what to call this. I mean, is there a name for this art style? There's got to be a name for this art style. Because I've seen it a few times now. Oh, we've got this thing. I don't know. Just gonna, hey, you want some more pixies, fairies, sprites based upon more or less folklore for your 5e game or just in general? Here you go. $18 for a book about knights that is at least somewhat historically accurate. So sure, why not? Board game about musicians on a train trying to avoid the devil for $50. And finally, my favorite, Grim Origins, Grim Options for Grim D&D, Grim role players. Here's a lady petting a cat. But it's only $11. So needless to say, the only thing that really kind of maybe jumps out at me I mean, quests are always good, and I like the art style. Curious about this, and it's $18. So, yeah. That's it. If any of those sound like something you want to support, I'll post the links down below. That's it for this week's Kickstarter crowdfunders that are coming to an end that you still have a chance to support. I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate this nonsense, please let me know. If you never want to hear this nonsense ever again, please let me know. Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and of course, most importantly, check out my merch. Till next time, see ya. Oh, wait, gotta put up the the waifu, right? Wi-Fi waifu. Because nothing sells like waifu. All right. See ya.
Monsters lurking in the night.